Paranoid Radio.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Paranoid. Tell me, boy.
I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Bunch of paranoid.
Tasticles 1, 2, Tasticles. Welcome back to Paranoid Radio Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the show that's going to blow your fucking mind with truth that you can take and deposit to the bank of knowledge. I am your humble host, the pilot, Trebles Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paranoid Radio Podcast. You can find us now on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, absolutely free. And check us out on paranoidradio.com. Do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps other people find the show as much as we enjoy making it. That is right. And this episode is brought to you by Los Cuñados Bullies. Get the hottest gorilla Frenchies this summer in Southern California by Los Cuñados Bullies. That is right. Follow Los Cuñados Bullies on Instagram. Los_Cuñados_Bullies on Instagram. Fucking Tank. Fucking that motherfucker. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to do a little promo skip because Tank is paying me to do that shit now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have an episode with no fucking segments of freestyle conversation. And to do so, I have to bring a special guest. This guy has never been here before. As a matter of fact, he has been here before in the backdrops of the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some people call him Rico, some people call him Suave. He's a friend, now a fellow podcaster, and a mind-bending truth spitter, a supporter, and a director of his own podcast show called Talking Roosterz. It is my humbling pleasure to share this episode with one of my day ones and avid contributor to the show, my Canadian correspondent and father of two, Rico, the Talking Rooster podcast host. What's up, bro? How you doing, dude?
What's going on, bro? Thank you for that introduction.
Absolutely, dog.
You really oversold it there. I appreciate that, brothers. Thank you.
You told me that you have a giant cock for Japanese people. I had to oversell it to
in
the
Japan.
Japanese.
In Japan, yeah. In Japan, I'm a big man.
Ladies and gentlemen, my voice is kind of fucked up here. I'm not sick. I've been screaming too much at work and at the podcast, but I'm here fucking rocking the cages with all of you guys. I hope you guys could freaking just go push through my voice. And we are here with a freestyle conversation with Rico. Rico, for the people that do not know you, dog, first of all, I got to give you thanks so much for the support. You come out and you tell me when the fucking show's doing bad. You tell me when I'm fucking up. You tell me when I'm misspelling shit. You tell me when I'm wearing the wrong shirt. You're a fucking avid contributor. And believe it or not, those comments and DMs make the show what it is today. And because of that, I'm fucking thankful, first of all, for being a supporter, for being a listener, for tuning into Paranoid Radio Podcast, and now contributing to Paranoid Radio Podcast above your fucking, your DMs, above all of that. You're not only contributing your time, but also your knowledge. And because of that, I have to let the people know that you've inspired a series of events, a series of episodes on the show. And now you're going to inspire to fucking have a freestyle conversation with me and chop it up on your hardest hardcore fucking conspiracies. And to be honest with you, bro, I want you to tell the people where they can find you and what is Talking Roosterz about. Talking cocks, fighting cocks, giant cocks, what's it called?
So Talking Roosterz came up where really I wanted to just do a show with dudes just talking shit, like just shooting the shit. So originally it was called Cock Talk. But my co-host, he's a Jamaican dude. That shit doesn't fly in the culture. Yeah, so we had to switch up the name. We changed it to Talking Roosterz. That way, the play on words, right?
Yeah.
And it started off as a conversation between boys, between friends, just because I feel like there's too much toxic masculinity being thrown around out there.
Yeah.
And guys can't just hang anymore the way they used to. You know what I mean, we just kind of hang around, shoot the shit, talk whatever, and didn't have to worry about being censored or being recorded, canceled, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely.
Then from that conversation, I'm big into conspiracies. We just kind of throw them out there. I shoot them at my boy. Most of the time he turns them down. That's pretty much the conversations we have over at Talking Roosterz. I mean, you're down for the session, come through, hang out.
For the people that want to get a feel of it, you guys have a real cool fucking dynamic because one of you guys is reading not a script, but topics off the internet, and you're fucking shooting the shit with him, and then you rant out on different topics. And the thing is that you don't rant out only on one topic. This motherfucker goes hard on 4 or 5 topics within a fucking 45-minute span, which is extremely important because he could condense, he's a really good ranter, by the way. He could condense a lot of information compacted in one solid episode. So check out the Talking Cocks. I mean, Rooster, the Fighting Swords, whatever. Talking Rooster Roosterz on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, absolutely free. And absolutely now, if you cannot find them because they're shadow banned or whatever, I understand that a lot of people cannot find the people that I'm fucking promoting. You could always find them on paranoidradio.com, and I'm gonna set them up today to be under the menu drop down of special guests and links. So make sure you check out the Talking Roosterz podcast. That is right. How many episodes are you in already? You already passed the first hurdle, huh?
Yeah, we got I believe we've dropped 11 already, and then we had like a 10-minute rant where we just kind of shot the shit and I just put it out there for the people to hear. Just some funny conversations, right? That shit that happens behind the scenes.
That is right. Absolutely. I'm sorry for the fucking disruptions, guys. We're in my house. All my kids are awake. They're running around and shit, throwing fucking milk at each other. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that is Rico from Talking Roosterz. Now, what's up, bro? What you got on your mind? I know for a fact that you have a lot to say now, and you're a fucking flat earther. So you have a lot to fucking spit out and throw it like frisbees.
We won't talk flat earth just because I feel that conversation is being beaten with a cat or whatever the saying is, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk the childism. Have you heard childism? Remember I sent you a link the other day. Okay, what's that newscaster over in Europe? Biggest dude out there they have it on like England. What's his name? I'm losing him. Having the brain fart right now.
I have a brain fart, fool.
Buddy, how are we having this brain fart right now? He would be like the Tucker Carlson. Oh, Piers Morgan. There we go. Boom.
Okay.
Piers Morgan. So he had this individual on, which I'm pretty sure was one of the transgender LGBTQ members, talking about childism.
What the fuck is childism?
So they're basically saying childism is when you're not giving a child the right to do any choices in life that they want. Basically, you got to give them 100% the reins to do what they please in life. And you can't say no. Which I believe this is the setup to allowing children to basically consent to sex with adults. Because we see that's being pushed, yes or no?
Yeah. Okay. How old is the child? Wait, repeat that. Okay, this is childism is the term used
to take away the rights, basically, to not allow a child to make its own decisions in everything, basically.
You can't. That's why they have an 18 and over limit. This is why you cannot drink under 21 in California, which is why you can't fucking get a license until you're 16 years old, because there's things that you do at certain ages. As a matter of fact, even when you hit those ages, you can't hit maturity. Maturity comes at different levels. There's fucking 18-year-old women out here doing stupid fucking shit that a 12-year-old would do.
100%.
Like,
100%.
You know, I don't. No, okay. So continue. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so my belief is this. So we know they've been pushing an agenda.
Yeah.
Right? So the whole transformation of your body is to kind of let kids, give them the idea that they have a right over or a say over what they do with their body prior to 18. Once you start to agreeing with that, then they start pushing the childism where, a kid has a right to whatever, right? Like they want to, you know what I mean? Then they push the pedophilia aspect. Because once a kid can say, oh yeah, well, I can choose what to do with my own body. I can choose what I consider as pleasurable, whatever, etc. I believe they're trying to normalize that in order to release the Epstein list. And I know I kind of went a whole long way around that, but
yes. Let me add to that.
They want to either legalize it or normalize it before this list gets released. So when it does, people are just like, oh, well, whatever, right? They just kind of skip over it.
And the thing is that as the years progress, every 5 years that passes, every 10 years that passes, trends don't only change, different hairstyles don't only change, music doesn't only change, but also the perception of the people that are voting, which is something that I told you today when I got out of work. I sent you a fucking audio and I said, I think for now, I'm connecting this whole transgender fucking bullshit to older people being killed through fucking COVID. Because if you see this, Morph said this shit on the fucking on the Wednesday drop that I'm dropping this week. He said they killed the fucking older people first. They vaccinated the old people first. Excuse me, in sections, right? And the older people are the ones that were more conservatives against this whole gay ideology. I'm saying gay. I don't give a fuck. That's the fucking word it was used originally, right? So now
100%.
These are the people that would have pushed on against those fucking bills or against those laws that are now affecting our 4-year-olds, our 5-year-olds, kids from kinder to 4th grade. In elementary schools. And like I told you, as the time progresses, it's a lot easier for us to accept, like fucking idiots, the gay agenda. I used gay again. I'm not against gays. I'm not against what you're doing with your butthole. I'm against with the whole agenda.
Oh, 100%. I've been spitting the exact same facts. Gays have always been around. Trans have always been around. Drag has always been around. It has never been an issue because it has never been pushed onto our kids. That's the only reason this is an issue now. I personally have a friend from grade school who got he got the operations. He's a transsexual. He's a female now.
Yeah.
Dude waited till he was 19,
Uh-huh.
was now an adult, can make up his own choices, and went with the full operation. 100%. The dude looks good as a girl. No homo. Hashtag. All right. But yeah.
Hashtag. I'll tap that if I was a girl. Hashtag. Hit me up.
Did I look him up and down 2 or 3 times? Yes, he was wearing spandex pants. I had to know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
bro.
Again, it's never been an issue. It wasn't until it started being pushed onto kids in schools. That's when it became a thing.
Mm-hmm. You know what, bro? I'll have to agree with you. But childism, I still can't wrap my head around it. Okay, so what happened in the Piers Morgan show? So you're referencing Piers Morgan. He had a dude talk about childism. How did he reply? Because I know for a fact that whatever media company, Dorito chip, fucking soda can, beer, goes woke, goes broke.
Oh, no. They laughed it off. Yeah.
Okay.
This wasn't accepted. He didn't accept it as a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
So his co-host was like, "Oh, you've been accused of every ism there is, and we've never heard of childism." And when she tried to explain it, that it was taking away the rights of a child from picking whatever they want to do with their lives, oh, they laughed it off.
Absolutely. I have to agree with you, dog. That is fucked up. All right. So we got the transgender Piers Morgan show and also the Little Mermaid situation that's happening. I don't know if you noticed, but so I've noticed that not only Disney, but a lot of the Marvel movies and all this like fucking Marvel, what's it called? The Captain Marvel. I'm not hating on the girl roles, bro. I swear to God, I'm not hating. But some heroes need to stay white and some heroes need to stay male. I'm fucking sorry.
100%. Dude, have you heard the new the requirements for the Oscars? You have to have like a gay or a trans or LGBTQ member has to be in the film. There's a couple of rules they added in order for them to be considered for an Oscar.
Wait, what the fuck? That's big.
Yeah.
That's huge. Okay.
It's huge. I'm telling you, again, I can't remember how it works. So I know they got to have someone who represents the LGBTQ community in the movie. They have to have a certain quota, I believe, of African Americans working in the movie. Mm-hmm. It's a list they made. And if you can meet all these requirements, then your film will be considered for an Oscar. You haven't heard this?
So it wouldn't even qualify. It wouldn't even qualify.
So simple. Say you make a movie and you don't meet this list of checkpoints that they need. So you need to have 30% Black people on the movie, say. You need to have at least 2 gay people working in the movie. You need to, I don't know, let's throw something else in there. You got to have a couple of Chinese people up in there. If you don't meet those requirements, your movie will not be considered for an Oscar.
I am a huge Star Wars fan. And now that you're telling me this, and that Disney just announced that Star Wars is going to be putting out another 4, 6 different movies, I could already imagine the fucking Skywalker putting a lightsaber in his ass. This is
100%.
Absolutely a look, it takes away from the creativity. It takes away from the future films. And it's only going to be to a point where movies, in order to be hit the fucking box office and be able at the theaters, for me to go check out a movie, it has to have some gay type of shit in there. This is exactly what happens to a civilization that removes God out of the equation. Through Satanism moves in. Who else is going to move in? It's not going to stay empty, dog. And human creativity gets stopped and it gets influenced by these dark entities. And unfortunately, what's in front of us, it's a fucking waving pride flag. And now it's not only transformed from being a good sign, like I mentioned before. The rainbow used to represent that God will never flood the earth again. The next destruction of the earth will be with fire, according to the Bible. And now it represents gay. It now represents bullshit. I'm sorry, I have to admit it. I don't stand by the flag anymore. Not after you added all these other little fucking colors. You don't have a couple gay friends. I've had gay people on the show. One of my best friends, one of the persons that pushed me on to do this show is gay. He gave me one of the biggest episodes ever, Manifesto 1, Manifesto 2. And he brought in a lot of non-binary people to fucking check out our show. And they're probably still listening to us now. And quite frankly, this is no offense to them, but what I know for a fact that his era of gay has completely shifted. And even he won't stand with him. It's just different now, bro.
Dude, because it's a different movement now. It's not a gay movement. For example, have you heard of Gays Against Groomers?
Yeah, I follow them on Twitter.
Yeah, you see those guys have been banned, shadow banned. They got kicked off their PayPals and shit. And that's a huge group of gay guys that are against this agenda.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they go to fucking public talks and they have like
they go,
screenings and councils and they're talking shit about their own kind. And they're like, I'm disgusted. I am embarrassed.
Hard. Yeah, they go hard.
And one of them's Latino. That's right. Sticking it to the man right back at you, motherfucker.
Yeah. But he's sticking it to him like the real way. He's actually sticking it to the man.
All right, but so off this sensitive topic and onto another sensitive topic, bro. What else can you bring to the table? What do you want to get off your chest? So flat Earth exists, flat and dinosaurs don't exist. I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Dude, I could go hard in the flat Earth, but I'm telling you, I want to stay away from it.
Okay.
Everyone's talking the flat Earth. It's gotten bigger. You can admit that. Like it's gotten bigger.
Oh yeah.
They brought have you seen that movie Level with Me? That documentary by the guy Hibbler. You know Hibbler, right? You put him on like Sam Tripoli and all that. That guy has probably some of the best documentaries when it comes to proving the flat Earth. Again, I want to stay away from it. Don't want to be promoting the guy. He's not paying me to promote him. Mm-hmm. But if you actually are interested somewhat, I would suggest going through that guy's documentaries and then working your way backwards.
Okay.
Buddy, what are we doing here with Trump, Biden, that whole scandal going on? You notice no one ever talks about the files anymore?
I'm sorry?
No one ever talks about the files anymore. Remember at one point,
what's funny? What's funny?
All over.
That's a good question. I'm meeting with Flash in the next 2 days, and I'm gonna ask him this question live on the air and see what he says. So this question is gonna be answered on the Friday episode called Treason with Flash and Flash_News1. Mad shout out. Flash has
that guy goes hard on the Trump side.
He goes fucking hard. And you know what, bro? I admire that. I celebrate that. He's my boy, dog. That fool is a fucking fighting warrior. He doesn't stop. He is a soldier with the word soul in it. I swear to fucking God. And to be honest with you, everything he said so far has come to bear, has come to pass. The only thing is that this Twitter file situation was used just as propaganda. Look, I'm a Trumper, dog, but it seems like a lot of the things that it's like setting it up. I don't know how you know how the iPhone gets trickled down one iPhone a year, and the next year they already have the iPhone out, and it's like the new iPhone. It's like they're giving us bits and pieces of it. I honestly believe that this year that they don't want to give us the whole fucking dose of greatness of truth because we won't be able to handle it. And it's truth, dog. It's truth. It's surprisingly that we haven't gone this aggressive right now because of all situations.
I don't think that we can't handle it, but they've been pumping you full of information all year round. From the aliens, the fucking spy balloons. No one talks about spy balloons anymore. That was the spy balloon and the aliens that the US shut down. Distractions. All of that shit. For years. That's what I'm trying to get. So they pumped you so much. Like, dude, the fact that we weren't talking about aliens to me is one of the craziest things. You know what I mean? Like the idea of that the government's telling you, oh, aliens are real, UFOs are real, and we didn't make a big thing about it was insane. But that's what I'm saying. They pumped you with so much information that A, you don't know what to believe. I mean, fucking B, you just don't care because you have so much shit coming at you. You just don't care anymore. People don't talk about the 90s, files,
right?
Yeah.
If this situation would have happened in the 90s. And I'm not talking about the scandal with Biden and Trump, but if the UFO situation would happen in the 90s, there would have been people waking up in arms, fucking looting the streets. So it seems 100%. Like we're being docile, bro. Like if after the situation with COVID-19, anything goes over our heads and we'll take anything for granted. We don't give a fuck what happened. And I'm saying as a unit, because sometimes my family members, they don't give a fuck. Oh, aliens. Oh yeah, we saw it on the news. Dog, it's fucking aliens, dog. It's not
aliens. No, that's insane. Now, again, I'm a flat earther, and I know I believe in aliens, but I believe them from the other side of the wall. I still believe in other people. Yes, that's what's crazy. That whether they're from outer space for most people, the other side of the wall for my people, it's still extraterrestrial people coming into this earth, right? Or into this plane, and we don't talk about it. It was just over our heads. People didn't give a shit, dude. When they first announced the UFOs, they put out a report that they had hired I can't remember what you call it. It's like a psychologist who deals with your behavior, and they were trying to see how people would react. They were studying how people would react
to
meeting aliens.
There it is. Okay. And social study.
No one talked about that. And no one talked about that.
Vaccine, social study. At the same time, depopulating people, eliminating the fucking older people out of the fucking way because they're the only ones that would really push back. At the same time, demasculating men, social experiments, all of these experiments. The United States of America is fucking pumping so much money to Israel and every other fucking country in the world that's allied to us to the cause of gender studies. Fuck you and your pronouns. I said that shit. Trebles, Paranoid Radio Podcast. Fuck these
That's the
motherfuckers
quote
and
of
the
the day.
he, she, zimzams, whatever the fuck they want to be called. It's either you born with the dick or the vagina. That's it. That's all we got, bro. Two fucking kinds.
100%. And again, not against that whole ideology in the sense of, yo, you feel like a chick, you feel like a chick.
Yeah.
Do not push it, and we don't need it shoved down our throats in movies, etc. Speaking of that, we're both Spanish. John Leguizamo. Have you heard this fool? Yo, have you watched the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I haven't. I gotta see it.
Okay.
I heard great stuff about it.
Great movie. No agenda pushed. Nothing.
Mhm.
Just a video game turned into a movie. Awesome. John Leguizamo gets interviewed.
Mhm.
This guy goes, yo, that movie was bullshit. He would never go watch it because they're not being inclusive.
Oh, fuck boy. You're talking about fuck boy.
He's
Kind of
only,
like
had a
George
few
Lopez.
good, he's only had a few good movies, guy. Carlitos Way is one of them.
He's like
And now-
he came out on American Ultra, huh? As the drug dealer. I know who you're talking about.
You know what
He
I'm
came
talking
out on Walking Dead.
Shit. Everything you're naming, I have no idea.
Oh, fucking shit, bro. Come on, bro.
Everything right? Everything you're naming, dude. He was Luigi in the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
No?
Okay. In the 90s movie?
Anyways,
Mhm.
fuck that dude. You got a bigger audience, so I'm gonna put this out there. Fuck
Mhm.
John Leguizamo. That guy does not represent the Latin community. When you start calling people Latinx, you're not part of the community.
What the fuck is up with that shit? What is Latinx? Like a computer
Bro,
code?
that's
What is that? A software
That's
for
the thing.
Latinos?
yo, we don't care about that shit.
Wait,
You
what
remember
is
when
it?
they
What
tried
is
to
it? A
cancel
social
Speedy
media
Gonzalez?
site? Do I?
Latinx?
Yeah, Latinx. Is that like a fucking where I go dating Latinas or what? I'm fucking. Where do I sign up for that?
That's the one, buddy. Yeah. When
What
you
is
start
that,
calling
bro?
us that, then you know you're not part of the community. Because remember, they tried to cancel Speedy Gonzalez. Bro, the Spick stood up against that. They kept that dude in Looney Tunes.
Word.
That's what I'm saying. We don't play with that agenda shit, guys. That's why John Leguizamo doesn't. And then the man goes, "Yo, I will consider a role in the sequel
Uh-huh.
if you guys become more inclusive to the community."
You know what, bro?
That's
And it's funny because you said that the Rotten Tomatoes gave it a fucking thumbs down, but the people who were popular, that movie, I haven't seen it myself. I don't really do movies anymore, bro, because of the same thing. But I noticed that like the movies that we brought up with on our channel, the 90s movies, like I told you in the 90s episode,
no,
the shit gets fucking recycled, right?
Yes.
Everything that was in the 90s, now that it's getting brought out for us adults, we pay and we got the money for it. So we'll pay to go watch it and we'll buy the fucking popcorn and we'll buy all the fucking cartoon things and the little fucking flush puppies and all that shit for our kids, right? Because we want to teach our kids what we were growing up in. So it seems like we have the money power, the buying power for it. Our women have the buying power for it, and it doesn't make it to the fucking big leagues because it didn't have a gay guy in it.
Dude, that's what they were saying. So, like I was telling you, all the major, what do you want to call them? Like the ones who do the movie right. So IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, et cetera, all gave it shitty scores.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at the peer one, the one where people like the users come in and review it, like 98%. That's how and they talk shit about the movie. Why? Because the main guy, Chris Pratt or whatever his name is, what's that dude?
Chris Pratt.
He's a super religious guy, super religious Christian. So that would make sense why they don't want to push that movie, because he's a legit religious.
Chris Pratt was in Jurassic. He was a
Jurassic
Jurassic World guy, and he's got Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Good thing. I didn't see anything crazy in Jurassic World, the last one. Actually, yeah, there was an attractive, but it wasn't too crazy.
A trans dinosaur? Dude,
Whoa,
that would be
Jurassic
crazy.
Park, the entire thing was trans. Wait, which is leading me. Well, see what I'm saying? They were all trans, bro. They were all mixed with fucking frog DNA.
Yes. And they were all turned female or something,
with
right?
Female. And then they started
They were all
reproducing
turned
with each
female.
other. Everybody's fucking dog in Jurassic Park. These dinos are fucking each other.
That's crazy. Hey, that'd be nuts if you believe in dinosaurs.
Oh, dog, there you go,
All
fool. Dog,
What do you mean, bro? Okay,
what
me
are the
one
stars?
book.
No, you're gonna go there. What are the
Show
stars?
me one historical. Oh, we're not talking stars. I'm talking dinosaurs. Show me one historical book that references dinosaurs besides dinosaur books.
I can't. All dinosaur books and books that are historical are written by man, and man cannot be trusted. Even the Bible says, "He who trusts a man is stupid." So I can't.
Okay.
I can't fucking reference any fucking books.
With the amount of subways, buildings, and all the shit we have here, all that ground that has been broken up, never find dinosaur bones.
But we
They're
have.
always
And
found
the
in
point
these
is this.
random places
Yes.
where they go to excavate. But again, we've broken up a shitload of ground on this plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of subways. So how can we not find any of these fucking?
This is why everybody in the entire planet can fit in the state of Texas. So there's a lot more land than what you think. The earth is not that populated, bro. Smart cities are populated, but the earth, there's a lot of earth to go around, which means if you stand in the fucking by yourself, you cover, let's say 50 acres, which is a lot of fucking land, and you find a dinosaur on your land, 50 acres next to you is going to have another dino and like that. And it's not going to cover not even half of the US or half of a state in the US, hypothetically speaking. So there is more land out there. This is why they find the dinosaurs away. You know,
so no dinosaurs have ever been found in city areas, like say when they built the New York subway system.
There was the series in Vegas.
I've been to Japan and their subway system is huge. No dinosaur bones were found when they dug up the subway system for Japan. You see what I'm saying? Like they're always in these random remote places.
I'm gonna have to GTS that shit. I can't fight you. I can't argue. I do know that the Japanese have the best subway system in the fucking planet because they let it.
Amazing.
They did this fucking thing that they let the some type of fungus that only grows in Japan grow, and the fungus finds its way around even through obstacles, and it's one of the most smartest fungus in the fucking planet. So they used it, and then they let go of they released it basically to the ground, and then they fucking they pinpointed when the fungus will make turns and shit, and they used the fungus ways to find a route to clean nature as a subway system. They use.
How do you know that?
Look it up.
How do you know that random? No, I believe you. How do you know that a random fucking fungus grows around the subway system?
Because I was doing the research for fungus, dog. When we did the zombie apocalypse thing. So I did deep dives. I forgot to say that. I think I said it in one episode before, which is why I didn't say it. But when we did Exodus 2 and we spoke about the fungus, I did some deep dives. I found some crazy shit about fungus. Fungus is crazy.
That was the most random shit you came up out of nowhere.
And it's real. It's a real fact. Hashtag look it up. GTS that shit. GTS means Google that shit, bitch.
I like it.
What's up, Doug? Yeah, but yeah. So okay. So we're talking fungus, talking about gay fungus from Japan. And
fungus that identifies as other fungus.
There we go. You know, that's fucking crazy, dog, because childism is something that you need to be careful with. I live in California, bro, and I work as a sales rep. It's crazy.
I was gonna say that's gotta suck.
I work with a gentleman, boomers, X, even kids my age, millennials, and these kids are. I work for a corporate company that sells electric wholesale, and these motherfuckers they come in, and these are professionals, people that dirty job people. Like these are men, bro. They walk in this with their fucking calluses in their hand. Yeah, and they're dirty and they know what they want. They're very smart and also very masculine. And they walk like, Angel, I need this, that. Why? Like, oh, yeah, cool, I got you. Blah, blah, blah. And that's we're talking. I'm chopping it up because I want them to come back and I want them to come and put the order with me. Obviously, right? That's my job. So I'm chopping it up with them. And I don't know where one of them comes up like, oh, I can't even sleep no more. My kid was my baby was born, whatever. So we all have kids. And that's when the conversation gets a little private. We start bonding, bro. We start talking about, okay, well, you know, I have 2 daughters, this and that. Oh, yeah, this and that. And then they start telling me, I had to get out I had to move my kid. Now I'm for homeschooling. I'm like, wait, why are you homeschooling? In my head, they don't know I'm a fucking podcaster yet. So I'm like, okay, so, you know, they don't know I'm a conspiracy theorist yet. So, and these some people, hey, bro, black, white, Asians, whatever. I'm talking about all types. I'm talking about the age gap is maybe they're fucking 30 to 45, 30 to 50, let's say, okay? Let's give it a 20-year gap. This 20-year gap of people are talking the shit that we talk about. And they're saying, oh, no, dog, no. I'm homeschooling my kid because they started fucking trying to eliminate the fucking American flag and put a gay flag. And I was like, where was this? Oh, Bakersfield. Oh, North Hollywood. Oh, South Central. What the fuck? Like ghetto areas.
South Central.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like the Los Angeles school district has gone gay. And it goes, and I'm not talking about gay as bad, bro. I'm saying fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking the agenda.
Dude, I'm a 90s kid. We used to use gay as like our just everyday word. Like, yo, that's gay. Oh, you're gay. Never meant in the homophobic slur that
100%.
people take it today. We also used to use retarded.
Oh,
also one of my favorite
by
words.
the way, Big Tank is really gay, guys. Just want to let you know, be careful with him because he'll poke you. All right. So the dude, we're all talking and they're all sharing things, bro. So then I come out with my shit. Once I hear, there's little things you throw out there.
Sorry to interrupt you. They load that tank from the outside, eh? They put the bullets from the outside, guys.
He's gonna hate me for this one. Los Cuñados bullets. Make sure you get your Frenchies down this summer in Southern California. All right, so I don't know where. So we start sharing. So, bro, I'm the type of person that I'm talking at the same time I'm throwing flags at you. When I'm saying flags, is like I'm probing you. Not gay, fool.
That's super gay.
Yeah, super gay. I'm probing you, and I'm trying to find out what kind of person you are. And all of them are conservatives, but quiet conservatives. They're quiet. They don't scream, "I'm a Trumper." They want to get their job done and get the fuck out of there. But when it comes to the kids,
if you're not
they're
a
loud.
Trumper, if you're just a conservative, they assume you're a Trump. Even if you're not, like you might not
Absolutely.
be pro-Trump, but you're just on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when they're talking shit, this is why when you told me don't wear your work shirt on the show, it could cause a problem. And I was like, all of the people at my job, they're mostly conservatives. So I was like, even if they do rat me out, I'll probably look as a god to them. Because you never know. But the people that come, no, these guys, bro, they'll fight and they'll kill for their kids. And it's a deep conversation when they fucking open up about their kids. And they don't want to mention their kids at all. But when they do, they're very, very protective. And they're moving kids out. And that's how the conversation rolls. But like, I'm trying to fucking get the fuck out of LA. California has become a hub, not for gay people, but for the gay agenda, for the transgenderism and its transformation.
I think California is a hub for just all agendas, period. Because you got San Francisco run by what, like homeless people, they're stealing shit. Just kind of like
LA is top notch
up there.
I think LA beats San Francisco.
But I'm just saying California in general.
Yeah.
Like that state alone is going to shit.
It's already a piece of shit, bro. Look, the only good thing about California is the weather, bro. I have a homegirl. Her name is CLC Steph 84, and I'm gonna have her on the show in the next couple of weeks. And she's trying to fucking get a trip out there from UK, out here from UK. And she's like, what are the sweet spots in LA? I'm like, dude, the beaches smell like shit. The water's dirty. It's milky black. It's the people are dirty.
That's milky African American, asshole. 2023. The water's milky African American.
The political terms.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you got the African American water. Oh, get the fuck out of here, sensitive ass water. The water sentida.
Oh, bro, what do you mean? You've never seen that project with the water by the doctor? Itamo, I believe his name was ETMO. Dude, he would fill, so you'd have jars of water, and then he would put positive shit on them. So like one jar would say, "I love you." The other jar would say, "You don't talk about." And then he would instantly freeze it. And all the ones that were positive, bro, the water would freeze in like a snowflake. It would look nice. And then the negative ones look like shit.
Yeah.
The water has feelings, bro. They're out here,
It's kind of like the two-slit experiment. You've seen it, right? I told you to watch that video, the two-slit experiment. So they're throwing light particles out of fucking paper and the wall, and the wall has two slits. When they turn on the camera to observe the light particles go through and make a shadow figure behind, it makes a zigzag. They turn off the camera, it throws spread out. So it seems like something's interrupting the light waves. I'm calling them light waves. So then they fucking disconnect the camera and pretend to turn on the camera, and they turn on the light beams again, and the particles went back to zigzag formation, which means, and this is the only fucking configuration that they were talking about, that we live in a fucking matrix and everything is happening at once. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't know what's going on. It's just past, present, and future meet in that one moment, and it's random. It's not like it's watching me. I gotta fucking switch to zigzag. No. Everything's happening at the same time. Your past, present, and future, which means we live in a fucking alternative reality, which is fucking matrix. So flat Earth could go out the fucking way. We're all luminaries, and we live in a fucking. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Hold on. So you're down for that? We're living in a simulation.
Simulation, 110%. 110%. Everything that you've seen is low-level frequency bullshit problems, and it cycles. This is why history repeats itself and it echoes.
Okay, so but it's not a simulation where we're being controlled by an AI or something like that.
The AI. Okay, so the Big Bang is when they fucking flitched on the PS5. Boom, you loaded.
So what? So are we talking about the Matrix? In the sense, we got something plugged into us, our soul.
That's a very physical form of it. Yeah, I want to say like that. Something is using us, and the fight here is good. It's for your soul. Once you hit light speed, you transcend to the next level of your existence. So this is why monks say, I told you this in the other episode, this is in the most recent episodes, this is why a monk could live off a fucking almond for 5 months while fucking meditation mode, because he is the universe experiencing itself. He could get the energy of the entire universe in that one almond, because he is one with the almond. He is the past, present, and future. He is the almond. This is like the movie fucking, I don't know if I explain myself.
do we know that a guy has sat down for 5 months and ate one on?
Absolutely.
That's been
Look
recorded.
it up. GTS. He's not gonna record it, fool. Like, you're gonna sit there with the fucking camera
You
recorder.
see this, but that's where I'm getting at. We live in a time now where, in order for me to believe it, I need to see video proof. I mean, for you to tell me, I've sat 5 months, I ate one almond, and because of that, I was in tune with this one almond. I was good for 5 months. Now, again, monks do some crazy shit. They hang those like bricks and whatnot off their nuts. They do crazy stuff, right? They take straight kicks to the dick. These guys do crazy shit on the internet.
Yeah.
So I might believe that.
Okay.
But where's the footage? No?
The simulation erased it. It doesn't load, fool. You don't get the memory card got full, bro.
I'll tell you what videos have made me believe in simulation more. The ones where you see birds just fucking hanging in the air.
That's a big one.
Okay.
Deja vu.
Those ones?
Deja vu.
Pardon?
The Mandela effect. All of these are things that are happening every day.
Mandela effect's crazy too. Mandela effect.
That's shit, bro. There's no explanation. And you cannot say parallel universe, somebody else lived this. No. Everything is happening at once. You're remembering fractions of things. You're crossing your fucking essence, your light, your pulse, your magnetic fields, your power, your beat, everything. Your electricity running through your body is crossing the field to another luminary, which is the other you in the same simulation. This is what's happening. The simulation is running a fucking program trying to hit light speed and then progress to the next big bang. It's trying to recreate what it happened. It's AI recreating its existence, how it was created itself. It's a never-ending cycle.
But I thought you were a God man. Would simulation not take God out of the equation? Would simulation not take God out of the equation?
It would be God. Whoa. It would be God.
God would be what? The AI?
AI. We are the AI. That's why I told you, universe experience itself. We are trying to hit God mode, which will only create the next AI. We have AI simulations. I'm just going to throw a grandfather out there, simulating itself. That's low level budget bullshit, right? Now the high school GPT, let's go to higher levels of fucking AI evolving itself. And it's going to get to a point where it surpasses humankind. That's the next big bang for us. We're going to hit that light speed. We're going to be eliminated off of it. We're not going to remember this. This is why when you see this.
When you say we're luminaries, sorry to interrupt you. Okay, do you know, when I say this, the only reference I have for this is the South Park episode. The idea of Scientology, what they believe in. And we were these like lights that took over these bodies, and then we eventually like beamed back up to a satellite, quote unquote. You know what I'm talking about? Like the history of Scientology?
Not really. That's a good episode. I haven't looked into it.
Dude, again, that's my only reference on it. And then I did a quick Google search and it was basically true. What they would put in the episode is kind of what their beliefs are. But they believe were these lights that just take over these meat bags, basically, these bodies. Okay, yeah.
Your
for a while,
soul.
and then eventually we leave it. And then there's this big thing in the sky. I can't remember too well. But they believe that that's what we are, luminaries.
Yeah, luminaries, electricity, energy. Energy is never destroyed. The soul is not destroyed. The soul is not plasma, it's energy. Energy could only transform from cold to hot. It just re-evolves, it recreates, it never stops. That's the only thing that you know that exists that you cannot explain. Matter. There's trilogies of trilogies. You know this, right? There's space, time, and matter, right? Like you can the where, the why, the where, the how, and the when. Those are the trilogies on trilogies, bro. You explain this. This is why we live in a 3-dimension. If you get out of that sphere, the trilogy of trilogies, you break out of the fucking the simulation. You become the next luminary, the next stage of luminary. You transform, you transcend, you transgender. Trans.
Everything's trans. Everything is trans. Maybe those guys are onto something.
I'm telling you, dog. You just gotta break it down, bro. It's thick. It's a thick one. It's a dotty.
Thick. That's
it's
thick what he said, guys. Ooh, little guy. That's insane, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could.
You never heard of the trilogies of trilogies? There's this
passion. I can't say I have.
I want you to look up. He's a scientist and a fucking minister, and he fucking and a scientist asks him, then where does your God exist in the premise of time, matter, and space? He goes, my God is outside. He goes, puts it like this. If you don't have time, when would you put existence? If you don't have space, where would you put existence? And then you have matter. What is existence, right? Matter. So matter, you have 3 of them. You have solid, gas, and liquid. Time, you have past, present, future, right? That's a trilogy of trilogy. I got 2 trilogies now. Okay. And the 3rd trilogy would be, what's the other one? Space, up, down, the 3 dimensions. You go thick, length and height. That's your 3 dimensions. Trilogies of trilogies. You get me? You put them together, you have our 3D, our dimension. You get what I'm saying? He said, you live in that. That's the fishbowl. God lives outside of the fishbowl. Light. That's the only thing that passes through everything. Light is the only element that you cannot explain and you will never reach because it's light speed. That's the only thing that will break your neck. I'm telling you, bro. That's the code. 369, motherfucker. Let's go. Bro, that's it.
Blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, bro, that's what it is. That you live in that premise. God lives outside of the fishbowl. Pretend to put it like this: there's a fishbowl and a little goldine. You know goldine, right?
Yes,
in Pokemon, there's a little goldine inside a little fishbowl.
Hold on. No, you threw me off. Hold on. A goldfish?
There's a
What
goldfish.
did you call it?
I called it a Pokemon goldine. You know what it is, goldine, Pokemon? Goldine,
Bro,
goldine.
I was raised nice, but I didn't do the Pokemon guy.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You have a goldfish.
I thought you knew the specific name of the goldfish. That's why I was like,
I know that.
He knows fish.
I called him a Pokemon name. All right, check this out. You have a fishbowl, a little fishbowl filled with water, and there's a goldfish in there, and there's a little tree in there. Okay, cool. The goldfish, all he knows is the water, the barrier, and the little tree in there. That's it. That's us in our 3 dimensions, in our trilogy of trilogy, in our fiction of life, our reality. You can't pass with that. God lives outside of that fishbowl, outside of our 3 dimensions, outside of the trilogy of trilogies. He passed on to the next dimension. The only thing that passes through dimensions is light. This is why you have a light spectrum. You have a fucking diamond, you threw some light in there, it changes the fucking to UV or to a rainbow color. Pink Floyd, come on, bro. It's all in there, fool. It's all in there. Light is the key. Dude. Energy, luminaries.
I did not think I was going to come out here and start fucking going down the simulation rabbit hole.
Simulation,
now
bro.
I'm going to be looking at pure simulation. Dude, it's hard enough being a flat earther.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you sent me down a simulation rabbit hole, guy? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, you got to look it up, bro. Your reality is what you make it to be. This is why people say when you speak, you have power. You can manifest, you can read things, you can feel things. You are everything coming through you. I'm gonna tell you something, dog. You and I, right now, I am your reflection. Your nervousness that you had when you came in, I am your reflection. What I'm telling you right now is what you already knew. You're just facing you. I am your mirror image of everything. Everybody that contacts you, you attracted, and you come back to it. It's a cycle, bro. Yin and yang. The Asians knew this. The monks know this. It's the art of existence, inside and outside, black and white. It's your reflection. Everybody you encounter, even your kids, it's your reflection, your redo, your restart, your luminary, your transcendence, your seed, your generations behind after that. All you can do is be the best and walk the most just life in this body of fucking meat. Bam, blow your fucking mind.
You did, guy. You did. You threw me off that. I wasn't expecting any of that.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, I don't even know how the hell we start talking about this.
That's the
craziest part.
I can't give you these long messages through fucking DMs, dog.
I don't even know how we got into it. Seriously. Last time I remember we were talking Trump and we ended up with this, brother.
I cut the Trump because we're gonna have enough Trump this week with Flash.
Oh,
Flash underscore using. But we got into the luminary, that's how we started. And then I told you the trilogy of trilogies, and then you were like, wait, what? Yeah, bro. Yeah, there's enough energy.
So let me ask a question. In the simulation theory, because again, I'm not too familiar with does outer space exist for you guys then?
That's a good question. I haven't gone that far, but I do know that the sun provides light. And through light, he provides heat. And the heat then transforms to cold, which switches to different lives. There's plants that live in the night. There's plants that live with the sun of the moon. With the light of the moon. And there's people like us, that we get powered up by the light of the sun. So that's energy, electricity, power, light, heat to cold, cold to heat. And there's always life.
I follow all that, but I'm just curious. In simulation theory, is there an outer space? Or is there?
There has to be.
What do you guys call that up there?
There has to be. There has to be. You cannot limit the simulation power to just us. We're not the center of the simulation. Remember, you believe in aliens. Put it like this. The aliens are part of the simulation. They're simulating themselves too. Whoever breaks the barrier of the light first is who makes it to the next transcendence. And then another big bang. Boom.
So now,
that is the big bang.
With that theory, so do you believe in the theory where we have a whole 7 or 8 alien races that are fighting for this dimension?
Dimension. That's the key word. Dimensions. Remember when I told you when you throw light into a diamond, it throws different type of light spectrum? Pink Floyd. Yes. Okay, so this dimension is held by a physical power. There's a lot of alien species like JB. JB will be fucking perfect to tell you this. This is what I learned from him. According to him, it's the aliens in the 3D realm. There's 45D aliens fighting for the 3D realm because our luminary is very important. Our DNA strands are very important. Our bloodline is very important. Our energy is very important. And that energy, it's their fucking source of food, which is why, going back to this transgender, making little kids corrupted at a very young age lets them fucking follow through and live life at a very, very low frequency level.
I know what you're feeling. Yeah,
and vibration is energy. I'm telling you, dog. Everything vibrates, everything resonates, everything makes sound, everything's acoustic, everything's energy. It comes back to energy being light and power. I'm telling you. And if they vibrate to that fucking low frequency, then they suck up that energy and they eat energy. They don't eat food like you and me eat food. They don't shit. They're fucking Kim Jong-un. Put it like that. They don't shit food. Yeah, bro. They're fighting for this realm because they need our energy. We are their food source. We are farmed inside this dimension, inside this, what I call it, simulation, 3D simulation.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane, dude. So, told you, never went down simulation, but I like where you're going with it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta put more shit together.
Because I believe in the vibration shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I legit.
What do you think thoughts are?
No, 100%. Dude. Like I told you, I vibe with all that. Mm-hmm. I just never put it to the idea that it's like a simulation theory, like the simulation theory that we're living in is based off that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, you walk into a room and everybody's having a bad day on a Monday morning. You walk into a room with high energy, you smile, the entire fucking room will look at you and you would vibrate through them and they all will smile back. That energy will reflect back out to you. And then they'll fucking smile at somebody else. You just caused a wave of energy in the simulation electricity field. Everything's electric around you. See what I'm saying?
Fucking
vibrations.
You know that? Yeah, dude. Now I'm not saying you took me out of the flat earth realm, but you have made me open my eyes to simulation. That's crazy.
Think Matrix 1999.
I never really cared too hard into it.
You know how Neo would see the Matrix inside with numbers? And whenever he'll move something, the numbers will move because he has so much electricity. That's it. It's just that. It's just that's physically that's how we're rendering with our eyesight, and how could we can imagine it because our minds are so fucking small, but that's how it is. Almost exactly like that. It's just we can't see those spectrums. Dogs can see that. This is dogs and cats and animals can see different color spectrums. See what I'm saying?
Well,
even colors are energy.
Babies. Remember they would say like babies run on a higher frequency. That's why they see paranormal and shit like that. So apparently they're on a higher vibration than we
and
are.
All of that's energy. Yep.
Okay. Talk about blow your mind, eh?
Blow your fucking mind. This is Parent Radio Podcast with fucking fighting cocks. I mean, Talking Roosterz. Rico Suave. Rico, the host of Talking Roosterz, the podcast. He has about 11 episodes, guys. You got to look it up. This was just a taste of the shit that he brings to the table and that we could be talking about every single fucking episode. It was my humbling pleasure to have him on our show. Rico, let them know where they can find you.
You can find us at Talking Roosterz. That's Talking Roosterz with a Z on Spotify and iTunes. Trebles, appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much, yo.
Yeah.
You literally got me thinking about shit today.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. When we first started talking, I got a good vibe off you.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's why we started shooting the back and forth. No, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much.
Fill your mind up with more knowledge, bro. You will have a talent for this. I love your show, dog. You have a fan in me. Thank you so much for supporting my show. We started humbly as well. We're still fucking humble here. We're just fucking rocking the cages. But the more you learn, the more you spit, and the more you wake people up, dog. And that's how you're doing it. And I'm proud of you. I'm happy you took the step to fucking starting your own podcast. That is the next step of level for you. And then you never know, man. You never fucking know. It's a great time to be a conspiracy theorist right now. An amazing time.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. You were a big influence. One of two. When I first talked to you, said, yo, there's shit I got to get off my chest, and I use it as therapy. I just get on there, talk the shit I'm thinking, let it all out.
For sure. All right, big dog. Find them at Talking Roosterz, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rico. Peace out, bro.
Peace.